Okay, can you hear me? Is my voice, oh, yay. Okay, great. Oh, so sorry. Thank you so much for hanging there. This is my first time, so I will never use my laptop again for a live. So thank you so much for hanging in there with me. Oh, yay, yay, yay. Okay, awesome. Yay, yay, yay. Hi, everyone. Hi, I'm so excited to meet you all. I know that I've gotten a lot of comments if I am a robot and AI and fake. So I want to be here and let you guys know I'm a real person, and I'm so excited to talk to you and to meet you and to answer your questions. And yeah, we are literally in the middle of a new moon in Capricorn right now. So this is a beautiful energy. I think that maybe the cause of the glitching. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, thank you. I'm so excited. I have chills. I'm so grateful to have you all here, and I appreciate all of you for your support with my channel. You've been growing with me and on this journey with YouTube. So I'm just so honored and grateful for all of this. This is so beautiful. Thank you, Brazil. Wow. I have in my astrocartography chart, I have a Jupiter line going through Brazil. I want to go. I feel like there's something magical there. New moon, Aquarius. Thank you. Oh, they are surgical. Yes, I like to go very deep into astrology. I don't like the surface level stuff. That's kind of what always annoyed me with astrology when I was learning. Like everything was very cookie cutter and kind of blanketed statements, and I realized how it's very intense, very detailed that you can go into astrology. So I love to go to the most deepest level of astrology as possible. So I'm always studying. Ooh, wow. Thank you. Yes, I am tropical. I have studied Vedic, but I do tropical, but you can apply across systems. I feel like they still both apply. My big three is I am a Leo sun, I'm a Taurus rising, and I am a Pisces moon. My moon is in my 11th house. So this is where my moon is, community and things like that. So I put all of my emotions into what I'm doing. So it's very much so, this is coming from my heart because it's something that's helped me through my process. So I take this very seriously. Thank you. So yeah. Leo sun, Taurus rising, Pisces moon. My Venus is in Libra. I have Mars in Capricorn. I have Saturn in Sagittarius. I have Uranus in Sagittarius. I have Neptune in Capricorn. I have Pluto in Scorpio in my 6th and 7th house. So, yes. Ooh, Denmark. Wow, San Diego. How is the weather there? Is it still so beautiful there? Thank you, Denmark. Wow. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Oh. Hi, everyone. This is Sophie. I'm trying to go through all of these amazing comments. Oh, thank you so much. Let's see. Okay, elaborate on what led you to study astrology. Yes. Woo! Hi from Ireland. Yay. So I would say it started in the end of high school, but more so at the end of college. I was in a very intense, emotionally abusive relationship, and I was trying to figure out why he acted the way that he acted. And so I knew all of his birth information because I had known him for so long, over a decade. And I was trying to understand his anger and his up and down energy. And I found out that his moon was in Aries. And I was reading what that meant. I'm like, that is literally how he acts. But there was another side of him that acted a different way because he was a Capricorn and all that. So I was learning, like mixing all those things together. And then I started digging into my own chart and reading about me having a Pisces moon and attracting someone like that because I was empathetic and felt their emotions and what they were going through. So I was always pouring into this energy of someone who was depleting mine. So it really started from a toxic relationship that forced me to do the inner work and look at myself and why was I doing these things? Why was I attracting these things? And once I got into my own chart, I became obsessed with it because of how on point it was and how it showed my journey and kind of what I'm here to do. It shows, my chart does show. I want to show my chart if I have a way to share my screen. But my chart shows that I have to go through kind of a tumultuous type of relationship to be kind of the starting point of my healing journey, because I do have Pluto in my 7th house. That shows that a relationship would be kind of the trauma that I would have to go through in order to get to the next level. So that is how I started my study of astrology. And from there, I learned that I was supposed to be an astrologer. So I went really deep into it, even though I had to deal with a lot of people saying I was weird and, what are you talking about? And a lot of negative energy that came towards me when I got into it. But I haven't stopped since because it's changed my life in such a massive way. Even this live, like I said, I was nervous to do this. But I timed it because I looked at my chart to see what I had going on for this new moon. And I have a lot of aspects going to my 11th house of community. So I feel like today would be a good day to do this. So this was timed specifically for this. And if I answered your question, DM Casey, let me know. I know I'm kind of all over, kind of read at the same time. How did you study astrology? Through books? Yes. One of my favorite books is... Let's see. Jane Steeler. Where is that book? Yeah, this one. Okay, so this one is one of my favorite books that I started reading. This is really intense. It goes really deep into astrology, which I love. And there's another one. This one's also by her, The Astrology of the Moon. This was a really amazing book. And I have so many. This is some of my collection here. But I have a lot of, I'm really big into crystals too. So I've been studying that, but lots of books. I took maybe one online class, maybe 10 years ago. That helped me with the basics of it. And I just been kind of building upon it from there. And then I started doing one-on-one clients in 2018 when I feel like I was good enough. So lots of books. Everything has been pretty much self-taught and kind of implementing my own personal life into how I interpret things. I like to pull from my experiences. So I think that's another reason why I'm really big on if it's resonating on a deeper level. I don't want anyone to feel like I'm just like sugarcoating or doing a blanket statement about certain placements, because I realize how like intricate these things are. So yes, lots of books. Ooh, Zambia, beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much. India, Amsterdam, Taurus rising, woohoo! Greece, oh my gosh, does tropical predict time? Not sure what that one, what do you mean? Ooh, Pisces moon. Thank you. My editorial powers, thank you. I do have Mercury sextile Venus, so that helps with my speech. My 5th house, I get a lot of people think I'm a Virgo. I don't have any Virgo placements at all, not even like asteroids. But Virgo rules my 5th house, which is the house of creativity and kind of how I would present my creativity. So I am very kind of perfectionistic when it comes to what I'm doing, which is why my slides are set up that way, because I like everything to be very clear and organized. Thank you. Augusta. Okay, Augusta, Georgia. Yeah, I live in Atlanta. I'm from Atlanta. I actually grew up in Portland, Oregon. So I was there from the age of 5 until maybe 13. And then we moved back here to Atlanta. So yes, very different energies there. Can you explain more about the ninth house? I have Taurus sun in the ninth. The ninth house is a huge house. So it's about kind of how you, like for me, like if you're going into like a study mode, well, I'll back up. With Pluto, when Pluto was in Capricorn, for the last 20 years. That was in my ninth house. The ninth house is the house of studying. Like, so I was doing intense studying into higher learning, higher education, spiritual types of topics are the ninth house. That's why it's like PhD level, masters is the ninth house. So it's really going deep into what you're here to, kind of how your spiritual journey is supposed to move and what your purpose is. So that's either going back to school like traditionally or self-study for the ninth house. Also, how you would interact with the world, what your style is, how people are drawn to you. It's also the house of like publishing something. So if you have a lot of ninth house placements, you know, you have a book in you that you need to get out. And also kind of how to go about your own healing journey. Your ninth house shows you kind of the style of your healing journey and how you should approach it. Taurus sun in the ninth. So yeah, that is a significant placement for, you have a very powerful purpose with your sun in the ninth house. So I don't know if you have a stellium in your ninth, but that all. Hi, Sag rising. The ninth house is huge, so it's hard to pinpoint. If you have a specific question about your ninth house, let me know. YouTube fan 78009 if you want something more specific. Hi, South Africa. Oh, thank you. I love to hear that my readings are resonating. That's what this is all about. Okay, so I do whole signs. So I read both Placidus and whole signs, but for teaching astrology, I use whole signs because it's easier. Placidus and whole signs are both equally important. So when I do one-on-ones, I look at both and I read both. Like for me, I have in whole signs, I have Pluto on my 7th house, but in Placidus, I have Pluto on my 6th house. Both are very much so relevant. So both, I don't split those up at all. I look at both of them. Hi, Gemini rising. Let's see. Astrology therapy sessions. Oh, I love that. Yay, I love it. Are you able to help hosts who don't know? So, yes, I actually just had my first client who didn't know their birth time. So my first step is to look at rising sign videos. Of course, you can look at mine and listen to see which of those resonate with you. And that's a starting point. And then we can, if we know if you were day or night, that helps too. But if not, that's a start because I at least can see where I want to know where the planets are placed, and I can only find that by the rising sign. So figuring out which rising sign you resonate with is the first step, and then we can go from there based on any other clues that we have for your birthday. Johns Creek. Oh, Alpharetta, I love it. Oh, thank you. Your content has made me cry with the accuracy. I do synastry charts as well. Yes, I love synastry charts. That's what I did in my journey of seeing the, toxic relationship that I was in. I did our synastry and composite. Composite and synastry are very, very important. The composite chart is it creates one chart between you and another person. So that's like the actual energy of you and that person's relationship. So that tells you everything. And synastry is amazing too. Someone's karma conjunct Aphrodite. Well, you already know what that means. If their karma is conjunct your Aphrodite, you already know what's going on there. So make sure you're paying attention to all the signs and you're listening to your intuition when it comes to that connection. Thank you, Diana. Have you ever been to Seattle? Yes, we used to go to Seattle all the time when I was growing up. We were there like every weekend. Space Needle, we were always there. I love Seattle. It's beautiful. The Pacific Northwest is beautiful. Oh, thank you. Lots of stelliums. I didn't know that stelliums were so prevalent or prominent until I started heavily having a lot of clients. Most 90% of my clients have a stellium in their chart. So that is so interesting to me. I don't have one though. Thank you. Yes, I like to be organized with everything. Who's we? I'm not sure. Colorado, nice. Florida. Do you prefer to study from the whole sign? Both. Both are so, it changes everything. Where in Africa is your ancestry? I did the, was it 23andMe years ago, but I've found out those aren't actually accurate, so I don't even know, honestly. It didn't give me anything. So I found there's another company that does that, so I'm really interested to find out my actual ancestry, but I don't know. But thank you so much. What it's like to grow up Black in Oregon. It was actually great. I had a diverse group of friends, so it was wonderful. It wasn't until I got back to Atlanta where I started having issues in school. Everyone was really nice up there, more calm. How do you put into simple words all this complex information? I admire you. Oh, thank you. It's really something that comes naturally to me, and I'm really passionate about it. It's all I talk about. I've actually had lost friends and relationships because I talk about, oh, thank you, Kate. I don't know if you're on here. Just booked a session with me. Thank you. But just lost my train of thought. This is something that comes naturally. I'm very passionate about it, and all I do is read and study astrology all day, and I connect it to everything that's going on, even stuff that's going on in the world as a whole. All of that is connected, so it just flows. And I'm also really big into asteroids too. So the asteroids are very they get really into the detail, and I think that's enough. I have a lot of Mercury conjunctions in my chart with a lot of asteroids, so it helps me to be able to absorb information and speak on it with ease. And my Mercury is in Leo, so my voice, and I have Chiron in Gemini, so using my voice was a pain point for me. That was something I had to overcome, not feeling like I was smart enough, not feeling like my words were being heard or I wasn't being listened to. So that was something that I've had to overcome. Even starting this channel was me kind of tackling my Gemini Chiron placement in my second house. My self-esteem has been riding on me using my voice. So this is all, and of course, my first live, I had an issue with the audio. So I think that's connected too. So from ATL, oh yes. From Maine, wow. I went to Maine once. I used to be a flight attendant out of college, so I did go to Maine. It looked like a movie set there. It's unreal. I have my midheaven in Aquarius, me too, in the 9th, and your moon, woo. Yeah, so a very strong emotional connection to your purpose. And you need to feel it in your heart. The voice of Elmira, it needs to be from your soul, what you're doing. And that's a teaching house too. From Chicago, Pisces moon, woohoo. I find you to be a very positive and uplifting astrologer. Do you know you are like that? Oh, thank you. And is that something that is shown in your chart? I love that. Oh, thank you. That's so nice. A beautiful compliment. I appreciate that. And I didn't realize I was coming off that way. This is just how, I mean, I think it shows just in how passionate I am. I love astrology. Like I said, I'm obsessed. So I just can't stop talking about it. I can't stop learning. So I know how astrology can change your life and how it's changed mine. So I think it may come from that angle, because I know even if it's challenging information about your chart, it still is so helpful, because it's like, oh, this is why I've gone through this. This is the purpose. So it helps to get through. So I think that's why, because it's benefited my life in so many, it's changed my life. It completely changed my life. I was actually forced into astrology. I got fired from my last regular job, and I was forced to start my YouTube channel. I was at my lowest, and I'll say that I was at my lowest point when I started this channel. So this has been all on faith and looking at the stars and trusting that I'm on the right path, even when things they were horrible. So I think that may be it too, because I've had to fully trust in all the words that I say every week in my own life, because I have the same transits everybody else has. So I'm dealing with stuff too. So it's like, I keep trusting in the flow and knowing that this is what I'm supposed to do. And I'll study some more to help myself feel better. And I keep going. So just so everyone knows, this has been a journey for me too. I was literally at my lowest when I started this channel. And I think a lot of people on YouTube, they started when they were at the bottom, because it's like, I have nothing to lose. If this doesn't do well, I'm already not doing good right now anyway. So let's just see what happens. So this is so beautiful. Like, even going live, I was so nervous about doing this, because I mean, it's scary. It's scary. Every time I post a video, I'm afraid. And I post it and I walk away and I try to do something else. It's very scary, but it's fun. So thank you so much, mindful behavioral scientist. I have my Sun and Mercury Cazimi in the 9th. Ooh, that's a good one. So if you have Libra in the 9th house, what would that look like? It depends. There's a lot of factors in that. Uruguay, wow. Do I use whole signs? Yes, I use both Placidus and whole signs. I recognize both. I utilize both of those. Let's see. You have a 9th house stellium in Virgo, this new moon. So this new moon is actually, or I was going to share my screen, but this new moon is a great new moon because it's actually making a sextile to Saturn and Neptune. So this is a great new moon this is about building a vision, because we're in this earth energy. So this is because Neptune's involved, this is opening up a lot of your intuitive clarity right now. And then Saturn is asking for you to commit to whatever it is that you're wanting to bring in right now. So this is a beautiful energy for kind of dreaming of what you want and then implementing the steps that you need. This is perfect for that. So anything that's like more serious that you want to kind of manifest and bring in, this new moon is perfect for it. And also look at any aspects that this new moon is making to your chart. If you have any planets or points at 28 degrees, between 25 and 29 degrees, then it's impacting those areas for you. So I would definitely look at that. And it's also making a trine to Uranus and Taurus too. So that's beautiful because Uranus is shaking things up. It's like a lightning bolt, where Uranus is. So change is coming, but it's going to be a positive change. So wherever you have Taurus, like for me, I have Taurus in my first house. So me coming out on YouTube, Uranus completely shifted my persona and how I present, because now I have a YouTube channel. So now I'm seen in a Uranian way, which is why when I did get a lot of comments about me being a robot and stuff like that, it makes sense. My business is an Aquarius. I do my business birth chart. My business is an Aquarius. I have Uranus in my first house right now. It's impacting my sun because it's Taurus and Leo are squaring each other. So it all makes sense. So this is a great time for kind of anchoring into whatever new future that you want to see manifest without forcing it, just allowing it to happen for you, because there's a lot of energy that's carrying this new moon right now, which is great. Let's see. Leo sun and Virgo Venus retrograde in the 12th. How do I heal myself? That is all connecting with your higher self. This is Hi Jim Kim 3815. 12th house is always going within, connecting with your spirit guides, your higher self, meditating. And meditating doesn't have to be the way that it's presented. It can be the way that you like to meditate. I like to meditate with music. So I like to move and, to bring things in. So 12th house, especially with Leo and Virgo energies, have fun with your process of healing. Really bring color into it. Don't make it this, boring, sad process. Like, start doing art, playing, creativity, anything like that can help with your healing process. That's going to be helpful for you. So bring that Leo energy into your process. Let's see. Oh, wow. You found me in May of 25 and have 22 pages of notes. Wow. I love it. That's beautiful. You do not have a, okay, Vivacious AJ, you do have a ninth house. So let me know what your rising sign is and I'll tell you what your ninth house is. Could I post on the healing process through the ninth? Well, the ninth is not the house I would use for healing. I would look more at the 8th, the 12th, the 4th for healing. But I'll definitely look at that. Do I know about money asteroid? Moni? I'm not sure. Thank you. I have Taurus on my midheaven. I have Taurus in my midheaven, but so is my Chiron. It's a doozy. That's a gift. That gives you a very clear, and this is for the Rainbow Gem OYA. Chiron is something that is helpful for you. It is wherever it's at, it lets you know clearly, pinpoint that and focus there. And that's going to bring success. You can't avoid it. So especially since it's at your midheaven, that's something that you can use for your career. The process that you had to go through, the pain you had to endure, utilizing that and bringing that into your career. That's what that means. So your pain needs to be shown. People need to see what you've gone through. That's a part of your purpose, having your Chiron in the 10th. So utilize that to your advantage. What's the difference between the two? I'm not sure what your question is. I prefer whole signs. Yeah, whole signs is prettier. It's neater. But Placidus. Oh, thank you, spiritually Kai. Thank you. What does Moon square Uranus mean? Woo! That is, you need a lot of grounding energy with that because your emotions are always, it's kind of like glitching in a way with Uranus. Uranus is like the internet, electricity. So with your moon, that's a very sensitive placement. So Uranus hitting your moon is very much so make sure you stay grounded because you always are pretty much online with that. Let's see. Pluto in the 10th, very powerful. I have Pluto currently transiting my 10th house right now. So transformation is always occurring. What do you think of opposite energies? I'm not sure what you mean. Nobody else is doing it. So helpful. Oh, thank you. How it's moving so fast. Hold up. Oh my gosh. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Spin Coast. I have nothing in my 9th house, yet I'm working on a cookbook. What is your 9th house in? Oh, thank you. Break the Cycles, 1971. Do I meditate? Yes. In my own unique way. I'm really into music, so I play music that I actually made my own music with what is it called? Sumo, I think it's called Suno. And you can create your own music. And I make my own music now, and I don't listen to regular music anymore for the past maybe 4 months. And I just play things that are all affirming things that are in my chart and things that I want. And I listen to that. So that's my form of meditation. My rising sign is Taurus, 24 degrees. Opposite energies like Taurus, stellium in the eighth house. Anytime you have oppositions, it's about balancing them. It's not about choosing one. So that's the best way to look at oppositions. They're a battle between the two, but they really can help each other. It's just like Cancer and Capricorn oppositions. Cancer is more of a softer feminine energy, nurturing, and then Capricorn is more about business and being serious and conservative. Balancing both of those is what allows you to have success in those life areas. Can you talk about Al Ghul? Yeah, I have Al Ghul conjunct my ascendant. It's actually a very powerful, I did some research on it because I was afraid of it. I was like, oh my gosh. But I think it starts, especially if it's in your first house, then it's, for me, like it can cause head injuries. Like when I was younger, like 2, I split my head. So it's about the face. So your face you can have some stuff around your face and your head. So it's about protecting yourself. Oh, you live in Oregon. Oh, I love that. I lived in Portland. I can imagine losing friends because I talk about astrology. Yeah. Do I teach astrology? Yeah, like formally, I mean, I'm open to it. I love talking about astrology. Yes, astrology nerd. Yes, it's so fun. Your bookings are about to explode. Thank you. Your channel is a game changer. Thank you. What asteroids do I look into? I'm actually studying asteroids right now, but right now I'm up to maybe like 50. Let me pull up the ones I've pulled up. I'm glad you asked that. Asteroids. So I look at the money asteroids, which are, I think it's called OPS, Fortuna, Tai Chi, Abundantia, Talent, Industria, Midas, which I just learned about Midas, like the Midas touch that tells you where you have a wealth activation going through your chart. So that's a really good one. Hermes, that's about contracts and sales and business. For relationships, Amor, Safio, Juno, Psyche. I don't know if I'm saying these correctly. Palaz. There's a lot. So I would probably say there's a running list of maybe 50 that I'm using right now. And I use those in sessions too, if I need additional information. Yeah, Chiron and Gemini is awful. Mine is conjunct my sun. That just shows where the spotlight is for you. It's communication. I have Chiron and Gemini too, so I get it. What? I'm a Taurus rising, Chiron and Gemini. Ooh, what? Third house. Okay. Wow. Have I seen the Leonids? No, I haven't. Thank you for these gifts, you all. Oh my gosh. Your videos are helping me through a rough transition. Love from ATL. Oh, thank you. Is that Jay Smith? Thank you. I'm so happy to hear that. Chiron and Taurus in the first. Hi. I lived in Maine for 3 years. You loved it. Oh, wow. You're so welcome. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. You love the way I get to the point. Great. Thank you. My technical hiccup. Yeah, that was so embarrassing, but oh my gosh. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, a lot of Chiron and Geminis here. Wow. Yeah, that's that throat chakra. If you have Chiron and Gemini, your throat chakra is so much of importance. So I even carry crystals. If you have Chiron and Gemini, I would suggest you get a lapis crystal. I have these when I'm doing sessions. I have this when I'm recording because this clears your throat chakra. Any kind of blue crystals are good for that Chiron and Gemini. So yes, focus on that throat. 10th house Chiron. Woo, yeah. Use your voice. Your voice is your wand. I love how organized you are. Thank you. Virgo. I have a lot of Virgos that appreciate how I set everything up. Thank you. I make it look effortless. Wow. Thank you. It is. I'm glad it looks effortless. That's awesome. Thank you. Will you do a video on this, Capricorn? No, I'm not, because it's passing. And I'm glad you asked that. So with my content, my horoscopes are my lower viewed, and my my style of content are my higher viewed. So I was doing new moon and full moon videos when I first started my channel, because I was trying to, like, you know, see the vibe, but I don't get as many views on my horoscopes. New moons, full moons, monthly horoscopes, those are my lower views. So if you guys are wanting those, let me know if they're wanted. But I just didn't want to do videos, and it was just like nobody wants to see those. It seems like I get more feedback on like personal placements. So I wish you would let me see this. It's moving so fast. Oh my gosh. What happens during a Venus return? So everything that your Venus aspects in your chart are being re-triggered. And whatever house you have your Venus in, that house is a focus at that time. So and it depends on the current transits while your Venus return is happening. And that's kind of the imprint of the next year for you with your Venus energy. So yes. Oh gosh, it's moving so quick. Why won't it let me go back up to see the other comments? Ugh, that sucks. What if I want to do a composite chart with you, but my partner, I didn't see it. It went away, but I need both times if it's a composite. That has to be accurate. Thank you. Oh, I love that. You screenshotted the slides with your daughter. Oh, that's so beautiful. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Wow. I really wish it won't let me see all the comments. That's so weird. Let's see. Mercury squaring Uranus. Woo, that's similar to the square. Your voice, there's a need to get organized with your communication to make sure that you are really clear on kind of where you're going with things, because it can become scattered and your mind can be very scattered. So organizing your thoughts is really good for that. Thank you. Thanks so much for joining. Air rising. Any questions for me? It's so weird to not be able to go back up to see everything. Yes, Taurus rising gang, let's go. How to connect to your higher self. Look at your 12th house sign. I was thinking about doing a video on that, but that is what I work with my clients. I like to look at the 12th house and create a ritual that's specific to your 12th house energy and use that as a way to connect with your higher self. I look like your mom. Okay, thanks. Yay. Have I ever studied Vedic? Yes, I did. I just found Vedic to be kind of negative. It's very like I feel like in Vedic it said that me having Venus in my 6th house was bad, and that wasn't a good place, and that's not true. So okay, let's see. Thank you. I'm so happy to make astrology easy to understand. Yes, Leo. You're a Leo and you're suffering. Leos won't be suffering too much longer. I definitely understand. Lapis lazuli, yes. Yep, this is for the throat chakra. Wow, this is... Thank you all for the gifts. I appreciate you. So happy to have you on. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, you go to Portland. Oh, wow. I love it. A Libra sun with a procrastination problem. Look at your Mercury placement. How to interpret yods. Depends on, look at the elements that the yod is in and the houses and the types of planets. It's very layered. You love my personal videos? What do you mean personal videos? Yes, it is a new moon. Right now we're in it. So this is a beautiful time to set anything in motion that you want to set in motion. This is a great energy. Yes, it works for retrograde Venuses as well. Retrograde for any planet, especially the personal planets, which are Mercury through Mars, just because it's retrograde doesn't change the interpretation. It just means that your experience with that planet is going to have to start internally before you'll see anything externally with it. I get that question a lot as far as, well, mine's retrograde, so it's different. It's not different. It's just more of a spiritual process with being on the energy of what that planet is. Oh, thank you. Technical glitch, yeah. Okay, super chats. Okay, how do I get to this? Let's see. Wow, I need to do a tutorial on this live because this is just... Let's see. What is this? Okay, I don't want that. Nope, don't want that either. No, I don't want to reach, touch anything. Okay. I'm not seeing the super chat. Why is it not showing me that? So strange. How do we find Jupiter lines? Yes. So your astrocartography chart. It'll show you your lines. Please do classes. Your way of seeing things are so refreshing. Okay. What kind of classes? Let me know. Jane Spiller books. Yes. Yes. I'm so glad your channel is popular and you are struggling to keep it with the chat in the... Oh, but I want to read everything. Asteroids class. Asteroids are deep. It depends. There's so many different like types of asteroids. So Venus retrograde in Leo. Ouch. Yeah, that's all about your self-worth. Self-worth, how you care for yourself, how you speak to yourself with Venus retrograde in Leo is everything. Astrology healing class. Okay. I feel like everything about astrology is about healing. So healing what exactly? And to be honest, I actually started my business was actually supposed to be around toxic relationships, but that didn't really do as well when I was starting. I was talking about like F-boys and stuff like that, and that did okay, but I thought that relationships would be a focus that a lot of people want to hear about, but it's really more about personal healing. So that's what I switched to, because that's kind of how I got into it, was from toxic. Australia. Wow. Beautiful. That is so amazing. What time is it in Australia? Healing squares. Yep, squares. My sun is Leo, my moon is Pisces, and I'm a Taurus rising. And my Venus is in Libra, and Mars in Capricorn. I'm so glad my videos are eye-opening and healing. That's why I want to do this. A class on how to work with squares in your natal chart. Okay. I will look into that. Leo with Pisces moon too. Yay! Pisces moon, yes. I have F-girl, F-boy placements. Pluto conjunct Mars in the 8th. Yeah, that is intense. I really look at moon and Venus for like narcissistic traits. So like a moon square Venus is #1. And a moon and Uranus in some type of aspect, those are usually Venus in Libra 12th house. So your routine, your spiritual routine needs to be beautiful. So you need to make it a production when you are doing anything regarding your spirituality. So the fragrances in the air, the incense, the colors, it needs to be cozy and pretty. That's going to help with that Venus in the 12th, because it's about you going within first so that can show outward. Thank you. Yes, it is time for your next reading, and it'll be recorded this time. When we had our session, I didn't have it recorded. I'm so sorry about that. But now you will have a recording of your session with me, so you can always go back. Oh, wow. Chiron and Gemini in the 8th. With Mars. That's intense. That's deep. Ninth house is blank, but you're, what is it? Let me pull up a chart. What are your thoughts on stellium, Saturn, Pluto, and Mars in the 10th, Libra, all retrograde? That is very intense. But because it's in Libra, it makes it so much easier, because it's really just about you bringing an elegance into your career in a way that you're presenting those heavier topics of Saturn and Pluto and Mars. The way you present it, kind of have a finesse to it, is helping with that. So it's not as intense as it could be. So Libra definitely helps that placement. Guy, Cassidy. Do I do one-on-one? Absolutely. I love doing one-on-ones. It'd be just like this. How would you describe natal Pluto, North Node in the 4th, opposite Mars? Pluto, North Node in the 4th, and Mars. Ooh, wow. That's intense. That just shows that your upbringing, your family, your base, your foundation is directly connected to your career, and bringing that into your career to kind of balance those energies out, because that's a very intense energy to come into. So use it to your advantage. Everything that you went through growing up, that's supposed to help you catapult in your career. That was the purpose of all of it. Yes, so happy. Thank you all for being on here with me, and for everyone who was here at the beginning when I had no sound. My gosh. I know. But I think maybe it wasn't meant for you to hear it recorded on the first one. So everything happens for a reason. Physical healing. Connected to the body. Yeah, so the body is going to be your 6th house. This is for MOA 3075, your 6th house, and your Virgo placements. And also Mars is big on the physical as well. Aries placements. So, yes. His Cancer karma on my Cancer Aphrodite and my, I don't know what he feels. You do know what he feels. You do know. Very intuitive. You may not want to know what you're feeling or want it to be true, but you do know what he feels. Reconcile big differences between Placidus and whole signs. Both. So there's really nothing to reconcile other than using both of them. 10th and 9th. Both 10th and 9th stelliums they're both the same of importance. They both matter. They both are a part of your energy. So you're not choosing one or the other. If you have planets that shift between systems, look at both of them. I am open for readings. I do my own chart pulls, but I'm looking to expand. Absolutely. I would love to work through your chart with you. Absolutely. 3 yods. Wow. Powerful. I want a session with you, but I'm learning to trust myself. That's what it's all about. But your birth chart is you. So learning that part of you on that level, game changer. You will be more confident in yourself and kind of where you're going once you truly understand your chart at a very, very deep level. Let's see. Hi. Thank you, Angela. I just got into learning about my retrograde Pluto at 29 in the whole signs. Ooh, yeah, that's intense. 29-degree Pluto in the 8th. Wow. Transformation is your friend. I love that I found your channel. Thank you. I have no planets in 4th, 5th, 8th houses. What does that mean? Everyone has empty houses, so that's just a part of it. So there's nothing wrong. An empty house, no house is truly empty, but as far as having major planets in them, but the house, that's why I do the house videos, because I found a lot of people don't know that just because a house doesn't have planets, it still very much so is a part of your life. So empty or not, that energy rules that part of your life and you will feel it. So all of your houses matter, even if they don't have a planet there. Cancer rising, both Sun and Mercury and Leo squares North Node. How can I overcome? Face it. Face it. That's how you overcome everything, is to look it in the eye and do it. Do the scary thing. That's the first step to shifting. That's what everyone is afraid of, something at some point, and it's just about whether you act on that fear or not. Hi, I have Chiron and Pisces in the 3rd. You mentioned something about using this placement in my work. Yeah, I love Chiron because it tells you, it gives you a literal kind of cheat sheet on like, okay, this is where I need to focus. Once you focus on Chiron, then all the other placements, even if you have challenging aspects, are going to fall into place because you're literally tackling one of the hardest parts of your chart. Everybody comes into this life with Chiron. So we all came with a part of us that was damaged, essentially, that we need to heal in this lifetime in order to shift. And that's what 5D Club means. It's the 5th dimension. It's rising out of this 3rd dimensional, like physical world and all the rules that we were taught, and kind of moving upward and raising your frequency. And raising your frequency is understanding yourself. And that's how you heal, because everything makes sense. You're not feeling like a victim or like life has been unfair to you. You understand like this is a part of my path. And let's do this. I've signed up for this. No matter how traumatic it can be, you signed up for this for a reason so that you could move up. And that's what all this is about. Thank you so much. Oh, Jessica, I don't know. Don't worry about it. Thank you. Pluto, Uranus conjunction, and Venus in the 8th. Woo! You are powerful. And don't forget that. You are extremely powerful. Use that. Don't let that power turn against you. Like, use that power. That 8th house. 8th house is power. So will it the way that you want. Thank you. Thank you so much. Do you read on where? Do you do readings on where the best place in the world to live? Yes. It's called astrocartography. Warrior Flight 801. Yes. I love astrocartography. Mine is kind of, I don't really like my astrocartography chart. I currently live on a Pluto descendant line right now. So it's, woo. I just want you to know your work is so helpful. Love your channel. Thank you. I appreciate you. My gosh, it gives me butterflies. You just read for me during life and death. You already get, oh my gosh, thank you. Joanna, thank you so much. That is so beautiful. I really appreciate your kind words. Even in the comments, I've never thought I would be able to not respond to all my comments because I like to respond to everything, but now they're kind of like piling up. But I do try my best to go through all my comments and at least acknowledge, because I appreciate anyone that comments on my channel. So thank you so much. This is why I do it. I want to help. That's all I want to do. I just want to help. And I love doing this. Thank you. I was about to ask the same question about house systems. Thank you, Princess Jasmine. Absolutely. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Any advice for gaining confidence with the sun in the 12th? Yeah, you are in control of it. You can do it in private. So you don't have anybody watching you. So whatever you do in private is what's going to build your confidence. You have no eyes on you whatsoever. So you can literally make your entire existence around building your own confidence. I would suggest putting up visuals in your house that every time you look at it reminds you, I am beautiful, I am confident, I love myself, I am amazing, I am wonderful, and just keep seeing those things. Also, I just got into speaking into your water before you drink it, like a heavy affirmation into it, and then drink it. Game changer. It is reprogramming the cells in your body. You're speaking those words, and water holds energy, and every time you drink it, you're drinking those beautiful words to go into your cells. Arts Expressionist 13, you absolutely have a Chiron. Everyone has one. So I would suggest pulling your chart on astro.com. That's what I use, and you can see everything. And that's a default setting to have Chiron show up. So definitely check that out. My moon is square Venus. It's okay. It's okay. Just depends on what the sign is and the placement. And we all have, not everyone has squares, but we all have challenging parts of our chart. Thank you. Struggling with Chiron and Leo. It's all about confidence, loving yourself. Not needing outside validation is big for a Leo. Not looking for others to validate how wonderful you are, or how pretty you are, or who you are. You have to do that yourself. That's a heavy Leo energy. I'm a Leo sun, so there was a point in my life where I depended on others to make me feel valued. If I was dating someone, then if they were with me, that meant I was good enough and all that. It's very dangerous. So any Leo placement is about loving yourself wholeheartedly outside of what anybody else has to say. that's when you take your power back as a Leo. And that's when Leo gets the reputation of being this bright light. And so, you know, everyone loves them because they finally love themselves, and it's coming from the inside. Leo rules the heart. So when you have that love in your heart for yourself, your frequency is going to shift because of that. So you're not struggling with your Chiron in Leo. You got this. Why do you do astrology? It is life-changing. I feel like everything is it can be, I can bring it back to astrology in some way. There's really nothing else to talk about other than astrology for me. It can go, I can have a start at astrology and go to anything else. Anything. Even people who don't believe in astrology or don't know how deep it goes, there's still an aspect in their chart I can see why they think that astrology is not real. So there's always something to discuss. There's so many different pockets of astrology. I'm based in Atlanta. Let's see. Lots of Chirons. Chiron in the 12th Cancer is difficult. It's actually not difficult. Cameo Moore, 9634. Anything in the 12th house makes it easier because it's hidden. So you can do it in private. Like my North Node is in my 12th house. So I already knew going within was a part of my purpose. So I had to isolate in order to start doing what I'm doing now. I had a bunch of friends and I was always out partying and doing all this stuff. I don't do any of that anymore. I had to go literally kind of disappear off the face of the earth, went into my cave, studying astrology, healing myself, understanding myself, and here we are. Now I don't drink. I stopped drinking alcohol 2 years ago. I used to drink. I'm a Pisces moon, so Pisces placements usually get into drinking and drugs and stuff. I was a heavy drinker in college and not realizing I was sad, and that's why I was always drinking. But 2 years, I haven't drank alcohol, not a drop. So I'm very proud of that. Let's see. Nodal return information. Thank you. Nodal returns. It's a new starting point. It's asking you to look at your nodes and what they mean for you and look and check and see if you are following the path, if you're leaning more into your south node or your north node. That's kind of a checkpoint. What city do I live in? Atlanta. Atlanta, Georgia. Party place. Will you do videos about asteroid Amor? Maybe. That's not really popular, so that's something I would do more so in a private reading because that's a very specific. Can you talk more about astrocartography? Yeah, so astrocartography is literally taking a map of the earth and it places your chart on top of it. And so whatever your placements are, it'll show lines going through those specific areas. And depending upon what the line is, that's a good place for you. Like for me, I live in Atlanta. This is a Pluto line that I live on. So I'm in the most intense place on earth right now. So any place other than here, it's going to be lighter. But when I lived in DC for a few years, and I was actually on a Mercury line. And when I lived there, it was when I was really studying astrology. And then when I started my business, I started up there. So Mercury line caused me to go within and start doing a lot of research. And then I came back here, I was able to implement kind of what I learned during that hiatus that I took when I was learning. So look at your lines. There's lines that you might want to stay away from, such as like Saturn. Saturn lines are not really that fun, but maybe if you're like in school, that would be a good line. Jupiter is always going to be the best line. It's really fun and expansive energy. Venus lines are really great if you're looking for relationships, friends. Your moon line, there's just so many. So it depends on what type of energy that you're looking for. Or even just if you're going on vacation, you can pick a place based on where you have a good line for a vacation to go to. Oh, thank you. I want to reiterate these sentiments. You are so great and to learn from for my Virgo. Thank you. Thanks so much. I appreciate y'all. Y'all are so amazing. What if you don't have Chiron in your chart? You have Chiron in your chart, I promise. Pull your chart on astro.com. What site do you use for astro? I use AstroCart. For astrocartography, I do use astro.com too. They have an astrocartography section on theirs too. Theirs is just very easy to read. Love your channel, learning stuff from you that nobody else talks about. That's what I've been trying to do. I want to be as weird as possible with the content. Like, I want to not be saying the same stuff as everybody else. So thank you. I love that. I appreciate your colorful and well-composed presence in this field. Thank you. I mean, Jada, thank you. Wow. Oh, girl, not living on your Pluto. Yes, I live on my Pluto descendant line. This is where I've met every narcissist, every type of narcissist, every different styles. So I'm getting all of the... But Pluto is also very powerful. So I'm trying to pull in on the power of Pluto as opposed to the traumatic side of what Pluto brings. Because Pluto is very rich and wealthy. So I'm tuning more into that. Thank you. Oh, a miracle. I mean, thank you. I am so appreciative of this. This is so beautiful. Affirmations and water, yes. And also, I drink from a copper water bottle. That is a game changer as well. Let's see. You're so welcome. Natal chart shapes. I acknowledge them, but they're really... the shapes of the chart are going to come out within the interpretation of your chart. So just focusing specifically on the shape is still a very small part because they still all connect. And that's the thing about astrology. Everything is connected. So I never just look at one thing. Yes, yes. Using the element, speaking into the water. Water is your friend. Can astrology teach you to manifest? Absolutely. Absolutely. It actually is a cheat code, and I'm thinking of creating something to help with, man. I have my moon manifesting course, which is looking at your moon's energy to manifest, because it's about the emotion that you bring into manifesting. There are other parts of manifesting too that are helpful. There's so many. That's why they call it doing the work. It's a lot of work and effort to go into it, but once you're in it, it's so fun because you start seeing results and you feel better. You're more empowered when you're in that space. Let's see. How do you find the purpose in the charts apart from the north? The 10th house, well, your midheaven, because sometimes the midheaven is in the 11th or the 9th, but your midheaven, like for instance, and I'm reading How Do You Find Your Purpose? Betty.ai marketing. So my midheaven is in Aquarius. Aquarius rules astrology. That's a very clear cut, but it could also be other things, other facets. Like some people would say, oh, technology and things. I don't see myself building some type of machine or something, but that could be another aspect of it. But I would say your midheaven as far as finding your purpose. And what else? Midheaven is an easy one. And even your Mars, because Mars is a very kind of aggressive energy. So that shows where a lot of your energy can go. So yeah, Mars, and then your midheaven is a good place to start. But again, it all blends together. It all is a story. You thought I was a Virgo. I am a 28-degree Leo sun. So I got a splash of Virgo in there. It is definitely there. How many years have I studied astrology? over 10. I would say maybe 15 years. Yes. Yes, so true. I'm a Taurus rising as well, and just about anyone I meet, I talk astrology in a yes, it's so fun. How to let go of someone whose Venus lands in your 12th. Why do you need to let them go? I mean, are they bad? The 12th house is a very private house. So unless they have you where you are hiding them or they are hiding you, then just disassociate yourself from that. The 12th house is a great place to disappear. So just vanish. Oh, you're an ATL. Hi. No Leo placements. You have Leo placements, Warrior of Light 801. Just depends on your rising sign. Oh, you just moved to Michigan. Wow, that's a shift. My North Node is in Aries, and it's in the 12th house. So that shows that, and my Venus is in Libra. So relationships, I lean into, my South Node is in Libra. So of course I was all about relationships and love. Oh, but my path was to be okay standing on my own, being independent, being very sovereign and standing in my power, literally. So that was a part of my journey. So I used the Libra energy to help with the Aries. I think my next video is going to be about South Nodes. I've had a request from a few of you about the South Node, so I think that's going to be the next one. So I'll discuss the South Node because the South Node is not bad. It's helps if you understand how to use both. North Node can be in any house. Thank you for your vulnerability. Absolutely. I am an open book. You can ask me any questions. I'm open. Anyone who is deep into the material world would think that astrology isn't real. It's energy we perceive. Yep. Thank you. Thank you so much. Do I know Vedic? I've studied Vedic. Yes, but I resonate most with tropical because Vedic seems a little constrained to me. It's very limited. It doesn't allow you to think something could be better because they said that it's bad to have a placement there. So which I don't really think there's any bad placements. I hated driving through Atlanta. The driving here is horrible. Yes. It is very crowded here. Do you have an office to see clients? I actually do. I just got an office. It's in Buckhead. I haven't seen a client face-to-face in a while though, because most of my clients are in other places. But yeah, I do. Yep. Saturn. Thank you for the gifts. Oh my gosh. Mars, Saturn, Pluto, retrograde in the 9th. Any tips as far as what? I mean, I think those are great. That's a powerful placement. Odd frequency, I think it's retrograde Mars. You feel it because it's a personal planet, but not Saturn and Pluto. But anything in the 9th house is going to be about what you are here to learn and share. So utilizing that Mars and Saturn and Pluto and Polaris, all of those together are that's a part of the frequency that you're meant to share. So whatever energy you have around those planets is pivotal as far as what you're meant to bring into the world and share with others and learn and grow through. So don't worry about it being retrograde. That's not it's okay. That's retrograde just means more of an internal process as opposed to physically seeing outside of you. Let me know if that answers your question. It's very powerful. Lean into the power of your ninth house with Mars and Saturn and Pluto. Like, use those planets to your advantage. Bring that into what you're learning and teaching and sharing. Saturn lines are challenging, yes. Yeah, I would actually take a Pluto line over Saturn, honestly. Okay, let's see. You said, do you know how to understand square? Is it a skip step? No, nothing is skipped. Simona .ch 1111. Nothing skipped. You just use whatever is the challenge of your placement, you use that to help you heal it. So a square to the node. Do I have a square? I feel like I have a square to my node. A square is really just something to get your attention about an aspect. It's not a horrible thing to have a square. It's just you need to pay attention to this and see how you're handling the dynamics of that square. And if you're not handling it correctly based upon the energy of what that square is about, it's about you learning to heal that square energy so that it can now be utilized to your advantage. And especially with a North Node placement. Never met anyone here, but feel more community than oh, that's beautiful. Thank you. I love that. My 11th house, which is community space, I have Jupiter there and my moon in Pisces. So I love that. Oh, I never thought of even building a community, but that's what this is. My moon line runs through Atlanta. I used to live there. I've always lived on my Jupiter. Ooh, Jupiter line, that's fun. That's nice. What do you think is the most important placement in the chart to focus on? All of the placements, ooh, all of them. But to start, I would say start with, honestly, the rising sign is really important because the rising, I think I had this question on a video, why do I do my horoscopes on the rising? Because the rising sign sets the pace for the rest of the chart. So whatever is in that first house, it shows what's going to be in the second and the third and the fourth. So that literally is how your life is set up. Like whatever your rising sign is going to show what your 7th house is. Those opposing energies in your relationships. Your 4th house, how you grew up, your foundation, all of that is based on your rising. So definitely the rising sign and kind of grow from there because everything kind of, your rising sign sets the tone, the vibe for your entire chart. So yes. Please do astrocartography if you're interested. I'll look into that. I never thought about doing a video on that, but yeah, I love it. Okay, you said your 9th house is, I thought I had a chart pulled up already. Let's see, so. Let's see, let me pull this up. Actually, I'll look at my, and for anyone who's trying to figure out if you have, saying that you're missing, you don't have certain houses are empty, that's not true. If you look at my horoscope videos, I always put the chart there. So that's your chart. So whatever your rising sign is, you look at that for where all your other placements are. Let me pull up. Okay, here we go. So Capricorn, so you say you have 9th house is blank and your Capricorn rising. Your 9th house is in Virgo. Vivacious AJ, it's in Virgo. Atlanta traffic is no joke. It definitely is not. Thank you, thank you. Chiron, Taurus, 12th house. Healing in private. Make your healing process beautiful and cozy. Taurus loves, like, make it like a spa like type of energy in your house. Like, make sure it smells good. You have nice candles, like a soft, cozy blanket, or like a nice, cozy chair that you sit in at home, and use that for your healing. And this is for PNWJ Row. Make it beautiful. Make it cozy for you to heal. Any suggestions on finding spiritual groups? Create your own. Create what you want instead of waiting for somebody else. Thank you so much. You've helped me more than any reader. Thank you. That is so beautiful. Wow. Oh, goodness. I need to charge my phone. Here we go. There we go. Let's see. Thank you. Should we be following our chart ruler? Those are more intricate details. You don't have to. I mean, I like to dig into stuff. So if you follow your chart ruler and kind of see where it takes you, then go with it. But you don't have to like follow it, because all the planets, again, are always, they're all working together. I'm shocked you're a Leo. You seem Aquarian. My 10th house is in Aquarius, and my business, I did my business birth chart, and my business is in Aquarius, Sun and Venus. And yeah. So anybody who's into astrology has some kind of Aquarian energy to them somewhere. I've never heard other astrologers say some of the things that you say. Oh, great. Perfect. Your content is so cleanly presented, organized, and unique all at the same time. Thank you. Yes, I'm live. I'm here. Thorough and specific. Yes. Top tier content. Thank you so much. You thought I was a Virgo? No, I don't. I'll take it as a compliment. Virgos are very together and organized. I love that. But I'm not a Virgo. My 5th house is in Virgo, so my content is Virgo. Oh, ouch on my comment for Pluto descendant. I'm used to it now. Copper vessel. Yes, yes. I need to drink some, actually. Oh, 10 p.m. Wow, okay. Time is so interesting to me. 10 o'clock where you are. Wow. Follow ruler. I got mine at, I think it's called like copper water bottle. Let me see. Where's my mail? Wow, something's going on with the internet right now. It's moving really strange. Let's see, copper. Yeah, it's not even showing. Very weird. I'll let you know when my email pops up where I got my bottle from. It's saying I don't have anything. Oh, wrong inbox. Okay, here we go. So I got my water bottle from, copperwater.com. They're real, so that was a thing. Yep, copperwater.com, natural wellness. They have like water pitchers that are copper, and they have different shapes and sizes, so yeah, they're great. Copper water bottle is, because our bodies are electric, it allows like everything that, like, the water takes on the copper, because we do need water. We need copper within our body. So having the water in the copper allows the copper to absorb into the water, and then we can take, so it's just like taking vitamins and minerals. Copper does everything, your skin, your hair, your energy levels. It gets rid of like parasites. There's no plastic, because if you drink from plastic, the plastic gets into the water. It's called microplastic, so it's really bad. So I only use glass or copper for anything because of that. Use this new moon to alchemize Pluto line. Yeah, I'm used to it. It's not scary anymore. Now that I understand the Pluto energy. Do you meet your clients in the office or is it online? It's going to be on video. It's recorded. Cord cutting recommendations. Yes. So I would suggest doing a cord burning. So you take 2 candles to represent you and the other person or subject. Tie the red string between both candles, and then you burn the candles, like light the wick, and then allow them to burn together. It's very interesting, and it works. What area of your life has ultimately shifted since learning about your chart, and why? Every area. The health, relationships, self-love, career, past things that have happened to me. Like, because everything is in your chart, I can see, I'll even pull my chart from 10 years ago and see what was happening. And it's like, oh my gosh, I pulled my chart from when I was in high school, when I didn't know anything really about astrology, and saw what was playing out at that time. So it's life-changing. Everything about it has changed, because I see everything so differently now, because I'm looking at it through a spiritual lens and kind of understanding the purpose. Even looking at past lives, I believe in past lives. You can see that in your chart too, and kind of like what you didn't learn in a past life and how that affects you now, and utilizing those skills from past lives currently so that it can benefit you in this lifetime, because everything we go through has a purpose to move us forward, even if it's painful. Thanks, Jessica. Yep, Taurus, midheaven. Yep, dance, astrology, helping others. Those are all Taurus. Anything, even the beauty industry is good with Taurus. How do I not get overwhelmed with the constant waves of transformation I go through with the 8th house stellium in Libra? Well, since it's in Libra, that's great, because Libra is all about balancing. So balance those energies that are there. Depends on what those planets are in your 8th house. You can use the style of those planets to help you to deal with the intensity of what the 8th house represents. In synastry, a person's sun conjunct Ketu in past life trauma. I'm not familiar with that one, but I'll look into it. Oh, okay, South Node, okay. What session do you recommend for finding your purpose? Any of them, but I mean, all of my sessions can be customized to whatever you want to focus on. So it just depends on how much time you want with me, and I'll customize it based on what you need. This is for Jackie Washington. Yeah, so any of them, heart to heart, because when you book, there's an intake form, and you can tell me exactly what you want me to focus on. So if you want to focus on what is my purpose, then I'll just look at all of those things, because they're all, again, I'm going to bring everything together in your entire chart to give you that guidance. Are there astrology groups or clubs in Atlanta? Not really. There really isn't. I was searching for some when I first started my channel, because I was like, oh, let me network, but Atlanta is not very spiritual. It's more of clubs and, you know, how you look and all that kind of stuff. So it's very 3D in Atlanta, as opposed to higher realm type of thinking. But that could be something I could create, perhaps. But no, I haven't found any that I resonated with. How do you feel about progress placements? Oh yes, I love a progress chart. Love a progress chart. They are life changing because the progress chart is looking at your moon and how it's been shifting throughout your life, as opposed to your natal chart, which is looking at the sun and how the planets are revolving around it. The progress chart goes very deep into your emotional energy that's happening currently. And progress charts are 100% accurate, like emotionally what's going on for you. So I love them. How seriously should we consider or work? You should absolutely, Mountain Girl 6818, absolutely dig into your progress chart. I love progress charts. I go through progress charts in my sessions too. My Mars is in Pisces. Is that why I ghost people? Sun, Scorpio, Libra, Moon, Aquarius. Aquarius is why you are ghosting people. Pisces is Mars and Pisces. That's an interesting mix, but it's your Aquarius rising, Erica. Do you feel detached from that area now in this life? What area? KCK. Fellow Aries North Node, tips for a 0-degree Libra sun. You said Libra sun, Leo rising, Saturn. So the Neptune and Saturn conjunction. Oh, okay. Yeah, so it's gonna, there's really no, what kind of tips are you looking for as far as that? Because I mean, we're already in the Saturn and Neptune conjunction right now. We've been feeling that for about a year, so you're in it. Narcissist top 3. I'm gonna have to say Aries, like an Aries moon, especially if it's squaring their Venus. Ouch. But I don't like to stereotype but it depends on the aspects when it comes to narcissism. They can have an Aries moon, but if it's like making a trine to their sun or something, that kind of tapers it down a little bit. But if they have like a harsh kind of aggressive energy and it's squaring something else aggressive, it's gonna bring some narcissistic kind of North Node. Natal charts are the resumes we are born with. Oh, thank you, Tony. Isn't Tyler Perry the governor of Georgia? Evolutionary astrology. I love it. It goes deep. I like anything that goes deep. Right, exactly. I hate when some astrologers say something's bad will stay wrong like it was a curse. Yeah, exactly. Office space I'm not there every day. So yeah. Can you do acupuncture? I don't personally do it, but I actually got into ear seeding, where it's like acupressure, like little pieces that you can stick on your ear, because the ear has a connection to every organ in our body. I have tried that. I feel like it did something. I'm in ATL. I was asking because I prefer to connect with people, but I also understand. Yeah, I agree. I think that's something that you have to create, though. I think there's a space for it. So yes, my thoughts on progress placements, they are valid and should be considered. Absolutely. Absolutely. Do you think that Atlanta has some type of frequency that makes all the men gay? It's not just Atlanta though. So I believe honestly, when they were showing studies 30 years ago, when they were testing out different chemicals on frogs and the frogs came out, attracted to the same sex, I feel like things were done. I feel like we are spiritually being attacked from a lot of different levels. So I do feel like that has something to do with the food we eat, the water we drink, all of that matters. And I think it definitely affects everybody on a mental and spiritual level and physically. So yeah. Spring equinox video. Yes, I will do a spring equinox video. I'll make a note of that. Teach us the aspects. Yeah, yeah, I can look into that. Aspects are everything. So I could do a class, like a live class, I think would be fun. So if you guys are interested in that, definitely let me know. And I'll look into doing that, because I would like to add some different things to kind of my my work. So if you guys are looking for like a class on specific things, I'm definitely open to doing that. So you can always email me. My email is hi@5dclub.co. So you can just email me if you have any things that you want me to talk about or any questions. Water bottle came from copperwater.com, Miss B3205. Is there any way to use astrology to recover from burnout? Yes, your 6th house. Your 6th house is the burnout house. And then your Virgo placements, because Virgo rules the 6th house. Mars. Looking at your Mars. Looking to see where your Mars, if you have Mars that is like making aspects to like harsh aspects, or even transiting Mars, that's a burnout energy. So invadable harmony. So that's where I would start looking at those aspects you have in your 6th or your Mars or Virgo. Any advice for someone with mostly Sagittarius and Scorpio placements? That's a very interesting mix. Use both of them. You carry both energies, so you want to go deep and you want to share. So bring both of those into your energy. That's what you're supposed to use it for. Sagittarius energy is very studious and Scorpio is very intense. So how can you bring those together for what you want to do? That's a part of your unique energy that you have. Let's see. I'm a Taurus sun and North Node in the 7th and have been experiencing the Uranus transitions intensely. What could I be expecting when it fully returns into Gemini? It depends. I'll have to see your chart. I need to see a full picture. I'm trying to visualize it, but I can't. Vivacious AJ, say your 9th house is blank. You mean blank as in no planets? It doesn't matter if you have planets, but if you're a Capricorn rising, your 9th house is ruled by Virgo. This is such a loving community you've created. Thank you. Oh my gosh. What's up with my natal retrograde Jupiter in Pisces in the 8th? You can't tap into that in the 8th house? Woo. That's a great way to tap into the 8th house is open. Oh no. I'm freezing? Oh gosh. Oof. See if this helps get closer to outside. Let's see. Is that better? Love your videos today. Literally make me want to scream. Oh, with the accuracy. Love that. Accuracy is what I want. Always starting over being a free spirit. Yep. As long as you bring some structure to your free spirit energy, I think that's kind of the perfect mix for you. I also have a karmic friend with a strong 12th house. It's been 7 years since we broke up and I'm still healing and shedding and letting go. Oh yeah. Keep on releasing it. And you can also do a cord cutting. Thank you. Let's see. Oh, thank you. Yeah, my name gets spelled wrong here and there. No prob. Can you do a video about how to learn empty houses? Yeah, well, that's what all of my house videos, those are for your, if it's empty and it's where we're just going over the sign that it's in, that is for if it's empty. So, yes. But I like to look at the houses from different angles as far as like different life topics. And that's pretty much what I get my content from, is like each house carries hundreds of different themes in them. So I like to try to come as with many different angles as possible. Can you do money videos? Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. I actually learned that money itself has a birth chart. So I have been studying that now. I think it was, I have it pulled up. But when money became public, I think it was in like the late 70s or something like that, when the stock market or something. So I have the birth chart for money, physical money. And so now I can do a synastry chart with money and your chart. So yeah, I'll look into that. You always speak about vulnerability. This helps with shadow work and healing. Yes, being vulnerable is the key. Oh, thank you. I'm so happy to hear you understand yourself better. Oh my gosh, I love that. Thank you. Discuss my offerings. Yes. Let me pull them up. So, let's see. So I have, my shortest is if you have like a quick question. So anything that you know, cosmic check-in is 30 minutes. It goes by really fast in the sessions. So, you know, if you really have something that you're ready, like I just need to know this, that's a great one. Where all of my sessions, you can ask whatever you want. So it's not like, oh, I'm not going to answer that because you signed up for this session. Like I'll answer whatever questions you have. I'll have everything pulled up for you so I can dig in wherever. That's the same with the heart to heart and the soul to soul. It depends on the time that you want with me, because it is a lot of information. It can be overwhelming for some because it is so much information. So I like to break it down based on, you know, if we're focusing on a specific thing. So just depending on how much time you need for heart to heart and soul to soul. Money and abundance is going to be focusing solely on your money and wealth. If you're having a block somewhere, I'll look at that and then let you know what you need to do to unblock it, specifically based on your energy and any transits. The CEO strategy chart, this is a beautiful, because if you have a business and you want to understand how to work your business, I will pull your chart for your business, the day that your business was birthed. So there's a birth chart for your business, which I love to look at. That's how I even started this, because my business chart showed I needed to be more visible and stop hiding myself. So this is really helpful for business owners. I work with a few business owners with their business birth chart, and I love getting stories back when they've implemented things and kind of how they're structuring their business based on their business chart. So that's really fun. Love that. And then the love life timing, that is specifically looking at where you are when it comes to attracting relationships. If there's something you need to heal specifically, we'll look at that too and focus on that for your love life, because it's not about finding someone else. It's about what you're doing internally first, so that you can attract someone who's a balanced energy, not someone who's toxic. Also, if you're in a relationship, I do synastry and composite charts with the relationship fade and flow. So I'll look at your chart and theirs separately, and then as a whole as a synastry and as a whole as a composite. So that's a very in-depth session with someone specific. Your child's chart and yours is another synastry type of chart. So looking at your child and yours and seeing how your relationships are and how you can work together, where there might be miscommunication, where you guys do well together. Also with my Chiron session, looking specifically at Chiron and your pain points and what you need to heal. So, and then toxic love recovery. If you are recovering from a narcissist, this is really helpful. It helped me to understand why you attracted it and what you need to do to shift that energy. Cosmic return or cosmic year ahead is your solar return chart. So every birthday we have a new chart. So I dig into that so you can see what to expect over the next 12 months. And then I do, of course, private monthly coaching as well, which I love. And then I do past life. So we look at the North Node and the South Node and the 12th house and a lot of different placements for that to look at your past life blueprint to help you, if that's something you've been drawn towards, is to look at that. We'll pull into that. And then also Saturn return. Saturn return chart is, we have two of them. We have one between 27 and 30, and then we have another in our late 50s. So I look at, what the Saturn return is about and how to work with that energy, what you've learned, why, where you are with that. So yes. Thank you so much. Virgos want to be organized. They aren't all that way. My personal year number is a 22. So work. Can you speak about why a reading during a node return is important? A reading during a node return? A reading is important anytime. So it is anytime is good. I am a Virgo sun, but very disorganized. Depends on your other placements. That's why, you can't. That's why I don't like to categorize people, because saying, oh, you're a Virgo, you're organized, that is you could have a placement. Your sun may be in an aspect to Uranus, which is complete opposite of organization. So anything could shift those. My Mercury is in Leo. Yeah, something is going on with the internet. It's very strange. How are questions being submitted? Any moderator? No moderators. You just ask me and I'm trying to read them because it doesn't let me go up, which is so weird. So yeah, just send it. You create intriguing content. Oh, thank you. How are questions being, oh, okay, I already said that. You answered a question about empty house. I think an empty house is space to create with a house room, especially. Thank you for your work. Using progress. I love progress placements. Love them. I didn't think you were a Virgo, but I also have 5th house with no planets. We would love more numerology. Oh, okay. I did a video when I first opened my channel or started my channel about your house number, and it didn't do well, but I could do it again. I think it might do better this time because I think house numbers are important. Like, I won't move into an apartment or a house if the numbers are not good, even though I currently live in a 5, which is I don't get to sleep, but I wanted some new energy. I was in a 4 for a while, so I will look at some more numerology content. Got it. Yes, my first live. Yep. And I will always do it on my phone because apparently my laptop doesn't have sound. How to manage Jupiter in Capricorn, 1st house. There's nothing to manage. That's a great placement. Just need to make sure you are on top of your health, especially anything dealing with your bones. Super accurate. The info is great. Oh, good. I'm so glad I found your channel. Oh, thank you. You struggle with clarity and moving forward. Got to look at some places for where there's a lack of clarity. Any type of lack of clarity is going to be a disconnect with your higher self. Thank you. Okay. Afro-Latina. Soul. Scorpio Sun. Gemini Rising. Sag Moon. That's a lot. You're very intense. But that's a part of what you're supposed to bring, especially with that 5th house having Pluto there and your Scorpio Sun. You're supposed to be using your voice significantly. And it needs to be around something that's transformative, something that's going to help others, but doing it in a way that is presented in an aesthetically pleasing way, because it's a Libra stellium. Why do you live there? This is where I'm at right now. Are in mega churches and oh, thank you. Interceptions, I get a lot of questions about those. If you pull your chart in whole signs, there are no interceptions. So I think it's making it a little bit overly complicated to look at interceptions. It's just like, you don't have to go that deep into it as far as that, because you still have planets, or you still have a sign for each house if you're looking at it in whole sign. So I think it's important to look at that as opposed to, I don't have this here, and you know, I just think it makes it more complicated than it needs to be with that. And you can absolutely use both Western and Vedic. That's the cool part about it. You can do whatever you want. Whatever you resonate with is what works. How did you learn astrology so thorough? I feel like because I found astrology when I was going through a horrible time and started my healing process, I dug into it. And I kind of have an obsessive energy. If I'm like really into something, I focus fully on it. So I just really, I'm like, even now, I don't stop studying. I'm still studying astrology to this day. So I just always want to know more. I always want to get more detail, go deeper. So I think with that, it became a very thorough process for me, because I don't, for one, don't want to be wrong. I do strive for accuracy. That's important because I'm reading lives, literally. So I take that very seriously, and I want everything to be on point. So I try to dig as far as I can. And with that, I became very thorough. Yes, I am reading questions that are posted. Shawnetta, I'm trying. We should feel flattered when an Aquarius rising sticks around. That's true. Air signs detach very easily. What site do you recommend for pulling progressed? I use astro.com for all of my chart pulls. Theirs is the easiest. And they have a little drop down for a progress chart. So astro.com is the best. I know a couple Aries moons with Leo suns. OMG, narcissistic. Yes. Thank you. I have Mars and Pisces. I have no aggression. Is this real life? We go. You've been helping me understand myself. Thank you. I love your sharp way to phrase profound information brought to it. Condensed essence is so quaint. Thank you. Thank you for all the effort. Thanks so much. I did take a break. I think I hit the YouTube burnout in November. So I took a break. I didn't post for like 2 weeks and I felt every day and I was really trying to not care, but it hurt. So now all my numbers are down on my channel because I didn't post for 2 weeks and I've never not posted at least once a week. So it was painful, but I had to do it because I was literally exhausted, like about to fall out. And I already don't sleep a lot. So I had to just like designate a time for myself to just cut my brain off, even though I didn't, but it's tough. Yeah, I am behind on comments. I'm reading back. You don't know how much I'd love to give my chart as a resume job application and be done. Seriously. Queen Poe. I'm gonna look her up. Yes, I'm live. Oh, your rising sign changed when you got your birth time. Wow, that's huge. Class on aspects. Got it. Hi, I'm just joining in the live. Thank you. You're welcome, Tamisha. A live class. Okay. I will make a note of that. A live class. I think that could be fun. I love the way you break things down. Awesome. Can I do well, I would do a poll, but I think I'll just ask. Copper competes with iron absorption. You know, iron actually ages us. So, let me see your chart. Can you see in your chart where when you'll meet your destined soulmate? Yes. Yes. You talking about burnout? I'm an Aries, Mars, retrograde in the 6th. Woo, yes. You gotta relax. You gotta relax. But your relaxing is like boxing, kickboxing, something active. But you have to be gentle with yourself. This is Bloodberry Bellamy. Be gentle. Don't be so tough on yourself. Maybe get someone to assist with comments so you can focus. Yeah. How do you pronounce your name? Bailey. I know it looks more complicated than it looks more complicated than this, but it's Bailey. Thank you. No freezing. Okay, good. Okay, good. I love how you decorate your studio. Thanks. I'm actually outgrowing this space, so. Oh, thanks. Oh, I didn't have you freeze till I moved. Okay, well, let me make sure I stay. I do have one bar. I don't know what is. Anything to say about my relationship? I'm a Aries sun. I'm a sun, Aries, moon. Okay. Sun, Aries, moon, and rising Libra. He's a Virgo. Let's see, Pisces. Pisces sun and an Aries sun. That is challenging for you. Well, oh, okay, I'm sorry. He's a Virgo sun, Pisces moon, and you're an Aries moon. Woo. Communication is very important. It needs to, no hiding anything. Everything needs to be very clear. Do you use your astrology placement to navigate how you show up on YouTube? Yes. 100%. I've created this live based on it being a new moon and the aspects that I have for this new moon to my placements. So I was like, I think this might be a good day. So What a buzz to catch your live after. So recently come across your astrology education. It's means so much. Gotta go. Thanks. Any advice for Gemini sun? Lots of advice. Give me specific questions. Can't hear you great. I would love to hear about money's birth chart. Yes, money is actually a Leo. How are your readings so different and accurate? It's my personal energy, and because I'm so into this. I'm obsessed with astrology. So, and I like to go deep. Where'd you find the birth info for money? Yeah, I'll give it to you. I found it on TikTok. We were talking about when money was like made public for the stock market exchange, and that created the money chart. So I'll give you the money's information right now. You can pull it up. I wish I could share my screen. So money's birthday is August 15th, 1971. 9 p.m. on the dot in Washington, D.C. I use tropical. Oh, thank you. MSN creates. Yes, money. Yes, business charts are game changers. Can you really be afraid of success? Yes, you can be afraid of success. I have Aquarius moon in the 5th, Leo Venus in the 11th, but I keep, how are you hiding? Those are great placements to get on out there. Pluto in the 1st. Woo! Bloodberry Bellamy. Girl, go ahead and do it. Bring your intense energy to what you are supposed to do. You can do this. You're scared of success because you know it's going to be big. Saturn return in Aries, conjunct North Node. Your Saturn return is bringing you back. This is for Carrie Neal Lummy 8193. Your Saturn return is forcing you to get clear on your purpose and do it. So don't be afraid of the Saturn return in Aries. This is your time. It's a fresh chapter. I'd love an EP on how we might better navigate what we are experiencing collectively over the years. Great to see you, Trey. Yes, thank you. I am Riley P. Yeah, I'll look at like my very first YouTube video was about Pluto going into Aquarius, which is why I started my channel at that time, because it was like perfect. But yeah, I'll look at some of the outer planets a little bit more, see if there's anything. Thank you. I appreciate you all with your gratitude and compliments. I thank you so much. I noticed Virgos are really good at teaching astrology or occult things. You can filter them. I'm interested to see the ones that have been. Oh, okay. How do I filter them? Dang, I need to learn how to go live next time. I'm so sorry, everyone. Like, this is so. Like, where is it for me to see paid? Oh my gosh. Anyone who sent me a paid comment, please email me and I'll respond. Oh, thank you. What in your birth chart points to you understanding astrology? Well, that's a good question. My 10th house is in Aquarius, opposing my Leo sun. And I have Mercury in a sextile to Venus, was my understanding of things, especially something that I'm into. My brain absorbs it a lot easier. So my Mercury's in Leo, so using my voice, helping, inspiring is something that's like natural and something I really enjoy doing. So what placements give individuals more pull towards astrology? Anything with Aquarian or Uranian energy, Gemini, Sagittarius energies. Yeah. How will Uranus in Gemini affect Gemini Sun? It's going to affect you personally. You're going to feel it. You already are feeling it though. It's going to transform your life. You're not going to be the same person. Discover Brad Hurst 8801. Life changed. My sign is Leo. Yes. Did you already go over Capricorn? I did go over it a little bit, but for the Capricorn moon, this Capricorn new moon is has some really great aspects. We have sextiles and trines. We have sextiles to both Saturn and Neptune and Pisces. Neptune is at 29 degrees. This new moon is at 28 degrees. So anything dealing with, this is about using Saturn and Neptune's energy of building your dream, because Neptune is the dream state and then Saturn is the 3D building, tangible. So it's utilizing both the discipline and the kind of structure that Saturn commands with Neptune's more elusive energy. So any types of goals that you have around what you want to create, what you want to build, this is a beautiful new moon for that. Capricorn is all about business. So the Neptune energy helps you to kind of visualize what you want to bring in. And then the Saturn energy is helping you to ground it. Come up with a plan, see what you want to do, research. And then also it's making a trine to Uranus and Taurus, which is beautiful. So Uranus is going to bring a breakthrough regardless. It's unexpected energy. It can't be predicted with Uranus. So anything, wherever you have Uranus in your chart right now, that area is going to have a shift based upon what you're trying to bring in for this new moon. So beautiful new moon for this. Anything, your wildest dreams, go ahead and put it out there for this new moon. You speak some hard truths. My moon is in Pisces. Yes, air signs detach very easily. Thank you. Thank you so much. Just getting done with Saturn retrograde in Pisces. Yes, Saturn. I'm ready for Saturn to go into Aries again. Please move. Saturn is currently in my 11th house, so it's very much so building. I built a community, I guess, with Saturn in my 11th house, so I used it for that. Neptune brought the spiritual aspect to it. Oh, okay, my phone. Okay. Let's see. I was not sure if you were real. I'm real. Hey. Any good news money-wise for Cancer? It's always good money news. Money is coming to you. You are wealth. You are successful. Speak it. Believe. You want to, Delulu as a Salulu is perfect. I love that. Be delusional, because delusion is actually another realm that you're seeing. So it actually is real. It's not actually even a delusion. It's something there. That's why you're able to visualize it. So bring it in. That's another thing with this new moon is Neptune is bringing that dreamy energy for you to be delusional in your dreams and allow it to come in. My major in college was sociology. The money birth chart info, yes. It is August 15th, 1971 at 9 p.m. In Washington, D.C. August 15th, 71 9 p.m. on the dot, Washington, D.C. It's a very interesting chart. Mercury is retrograde in money's chart too, which is very interesting. Can you run the money chart against your own? Yes, I would highly recommend you do it. Do a synastry chart with money. It'll tell you everything. What should I be when I grow up? Midheaven in Libra, Pisces, North Node. Something around aesthetics, but that could be a lot of things. Yep. Yeah, so glad you're here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for all that you do. Thank you so much. Money Sun is conjunct your Mars. Ooh. I'm working online too today. I was so difficult. Yeah. Yes, of course. I want to answer everything. Bye. Saturn return. Ooh. Congrats. Your life's about to change. How can I navigate this placement? Sun opposite Saturn in Taurus. Use both Taurus and Scorpio energy. And yeah, I was going to say something else. Total lunar eclipse in March is conjunct Pluto. Woo! Transformation. You are transforming. It's already started. Any websites where I can upload my birth chart and it will show me what specific placements to look for in other people. I use astro.com for everything, but you want to look at your 11th house. Really, you want to look at your 11th and your 10th house for kind of your soul tribe, people that are going to be drawn to you. For example, I have Aquarius 10th house and my 11th house is in Pisces. So I blend Pisces and Aquarius energy in what community I would bring. So that's astrology and spirituality. So oh, Saturn's going into your 11th house. Yep, have fun. You'll definitely build something significant. Oh, good. Yep, I'm real. No, I wasn't born in 71. The money was born in 71. Have you ever seen a chart that made you cringe? Yes. How to run a synastry chart? A synastry chart, if you're on astro.com, you're going to put your birthday and then the other person or event, and then it'll pull up and it's going to bring your chart in the middle and then that person's chart on the exterior, and you'll see how those planets interact with each other and the aspects they're making. Money chart, August 16th. No, it's August 15th. 1-5. August 15th at 9 DC in 1971. Yep, I'm still here. Any other questions for me, you all? And I'll definitely do this again now that I know how to do it. You can use the money chart for, I mean, I would say it is more US based, but so much happens in the US, so it's still relevant for you. L.O. I have 6 retrograde planets. Retrograde planet significance is that you are to look, everyone is supposed to, but retrograde definitely means that starting within first is what's going to shift what happens externally for you. You too, Kia. Thank you. Any advice for people that live near their Saturn descendant? It depends on what you're doing there, though, because every planet has its advantages. So if you're working on a business or you're trying to build something significant, then the Saturn line is great. But if you're trying to find a loving relationship, then no, because it's going to push you through a lot of tests on a Saturn descendant line. So it just depends on what you're wanting to achieve where you go. Chiron ascendant line, if you want your self-esteem tested consistently, then you will go to a Chiron ascendant line. I wouldn't personally want to live on that line, but it depends on, again, what kind of energy you want to bring in. If you want to build your confidence, then moving somewhere where your confidence will be tested will be something good for you. I read that Saturn 8th house in synastry and composite puts delays or obstacles. It depends. It depends on the aspects. Cancer 10th house stellium, what to do? That's not bad. That means that your career is very much so about assisting. That's definitely building a community for sure, Tony. A nurturing type of community that you're building. People want to feel held by your energy. Jupiter in the 2nd in Leo. Yes, definitely rich. But look at your other aspects that may be blocked. I'm new here and late, not sure where to start. If you have a question for me, let me know, Nicole. What books do you recommend this year? Honestly, leisurely reading, I like to read romance novels, but I don't have time to read them anymore. But astrology books, I think I showed some. I showed some earlier that I think are. Oh yeah, this is the one I love. This is one of the best astrology books. This one here, Astrology of the Soul, for the Soul by Jane Spiller. This is an amazing book. This is what I feel like. When I found that book, it was that's when I was like, it goes deep, and that's why I like to go deep in astrology. And that book, it goes to the soul. So, have you had family members who are into astrology? My sister is supportive of what I'm doing, but my family, no. Unfortunately. Nope. It's caused a lot of issues. Yeah, I'm glad to have done this. I was very nervous about doing live, but I'm glad I did it. So I got that challenge out of the way. So now I'm not scared anymore. And now I can do this. I just need to learn how to utilize all the features on here. But any advice on glowing up, becoming so polished? I love your presentation. Oh, thank you. Looking at your Venus. My Venus is in Libra. So glow up is definitely going to be Venus, and then any Leo placements, wherever your Leo placement is. But it's a lot. So you can, if you have any specifics, you can let me know your placement. CB winning. How to build confidence with Libra in the 12th. Venus and Leo. Sounds like you have everything you need, Mimi. Those are great. Use your 12th house energy, because that's where you do things in private. So your private time, how you connect with your higher self, meditation, use that to build your confidence in private. It's 9 p.m. for the money chart, Lily. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Would I be able to help you figure out what to base your own astrology business on? I think I need to focus, but I'm not sure. Absolutely. Yep. I can give you very clear guidance on that, Sarah. Yes, the book is great. Thanks, Whitney. Thanks for joining. What was that book? I missed it. Astrology for the Soul. Here. Great book for if you're studying, if you're really diving into astrology. I lived on my Jupiter MC. Jupiter, Uranus MC. Ooh, that's an interesting combo. So things just happen for you. That's nice. Can you see the best way to market on your chart? Absolutely. I can tell you everything. Your target audience, marketing, how you're like the look of your business, the verbiage that you're supposed to use, who you should be talking to, you know, what the challenges are, what you need to present, like all of that is in your business chart, Jackie. So absolutely anything. Oh, thank you, Shirley. Yes, I will go live again. Thank you. Any other questions? I don't want to bore you. How do I overcome challenges in my Leo Sun and Mercury? Those actually aren't really my challenging parts of my chart, even though they're in the 4th house, so they're hidden. So that was a part that I had to understand more. Because I was confused why I had Leo placements hidden away in the 4th house. But I learned that I shine at home, so I built my business from home. So that's how I overcame that. I talk from home, lights, camera, action at home. So how to work with Jupiter coming in Leo. That's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to that. I feel like once Jupiter enters Leo, I'm gonna move because it's gonna go in my 4th house. So I'm excited. Thank you. How to deal or see Scorpio 10 degrees in first. I'm still learning his power. Bloody berry belt. If you don't wield that power, that is a very powerful position. Dive into it. Do all the Scorpio things and see what you're most resonant with. So just play with it. You know, test out different types of things. Bye, Free Queen. Oh, thank you. I'm glad I'm not boring. That's good. I definitely don't want to be boring. Currently lunar return, Cancer or Capricorn moon and Neptune. Ooh, so much. Oh, living on your Jupiter line. Yeah, that's nice. Living on Jupiter line is wonderful. I think my Jupiter line is like in Russia somewhere. So I need to go there and see how it feels. I was wondering if you came from a line of astrologers. Nope, I did not come from. I am the first astrologer in my family, actually. I actually pulled an asteroid called the Atlantis asteroid, And Atlantis is conjunct my Mercury, and it literally shows that I came to carry my bloodline through my voice and through information that I carry from another lifetime. So it's crazy. Leo in the 12th, so I shine in private. Yep, your private time is where you, oh no. Your private time is where you build yourself. So this is for TSS 337. So yeah, you definitely shine in private, but what you do in private is going to show up externally for you. So if you're treating yourself wonderfully in private, then it's going to show. If you're not, that's going to show. So it's very important that you're very clear on how you are utilizing your alone time, because that's where you build muscle. Vivacious. Think of Central Goldfields. Wow. Ooh. Neat. Australia. I need to go to Australia. Is it in your chart if building a business? Is it in your chart if building a business versus a job? Yes. Are you able to read if a person will not have a romantic partner? I feel like some people are just born to be single forever. I feel like I'm one of those people. So yeah. I have Pluto, Uranus, and Saturn that shift between my 7th houses, so, or my 7th house. Relationships sound quite just unnecessary. I just want to focus on these things and kind of go from there. Surely. I will be here all evening. So sweet. Mars and Scorpio. Woo, intense. It depends on what house it's in. CB winning. Watching from Montreal. Ooh, it's pretty there. It seems so clean in Canada. I went to college on my Jupiter ascendant. Nice. So you did well. Yeah, the Atlantis asteroid. Yeah, it's deep. Do you used to watch or follow astrologists online? Yeah, I used to, and I was bored with what they were saying. And so that's when I started kind of just disconnecting from other astrologers and just kind of creating my own, because it just wasn't helping. It was very vague, and I was bored with it. So I wanted more. So I actually don't follow any astrologers now. I do get on YouTube, they show you who your audience watches. And I do see the other astrologers that my audience is watching. And I'm like, okay, I don't focus. I just kind of focus on my own, because I don't want to be like anybody else. I pride myself in being I want to be weird when it comes to what I'm doing. Like, let me be the odd person out doing something different. That's literally what I want to do. I'd love to be your mentor, Sarah. Interested to know how to work with Mars retrograde and Scorpio in the 6th. Be gentle and kind to yourself. And don't be afraid to go deep. This is for DEC 7691. Scorpio it's obviously very intense energy, but you also need to be gentle with yourself because it's Mars retrograde. So anything dealing with like water and relaxing, that even something like swimming, I feel like 6th house, Mars retrograde, Scorpio, swimming, water sports, that kind of to like release energy would be something that's soothing but still active in a way. You remind me of Wayland Astrology. He was amazing in how he explained everything, and you're really showing. Thank you. Oh, they deleted all their content? Wow, I wonder what happened. Leo and moon in the 10th. That's fun. That's a great aspect. Pour your heart out into your career. It'll pay off. Show yourself. Stellium in the 8th and 7th. Woo! That's shadow work. Lots of shadow work. Queen EP. Shadow work is your friend. I knew I wasn't just crazy. Definitely feel unnecessary. Yes, surely. I'm bored. I've had enough relationship, cycles. On to something else. Oh, I'm your favorite astrologer. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Khadija. Thank you. Which one is Atlantis? Let me see if I have the numbers for some of them. Let me see if I have it. Atlantis. I'm sorry, I actually just ordered my groceries on Sprout and they don't have the chips that I wanted. And that's really the reason why I ordered. Oh yeah, Atlantis. Let me see. See if I can find it on here. Chart selection. I'll give you Atlantis number so you can pull it. Atlantis is Atlantis. Okay, here we go. So if you want to pull Atlantis, type in the asteroid number is 1198 for Atlantis. See where it sits in your chart. It's fun. Oh, thank you, Oracle Green. If you have any other questions, let me know. While we're here, I have people dropping off. So if you have any questions, am I on other platforms? I have a TikTok that I started like 4 years ago, but I'm not active on it like with content. I was thinking about starting back with TikTok, but TikTok has so much stuff going on and I don't want to like invest the energy you need to invest into social media and then they take it off or something. So I don't have Instagram. I don't like Instagram, so I didn't even start one, but just YouTube. I think that's my sun and Mercury in the 4th house. I'm kind of private when it comes to, I don't feel that I need to show where I went on vacation and what I'm eating. That's just kind of, so I just keep that stuff in my private life. But I like to showcase this part, which is astrology and that energy. So no, I'm not on any other platforms. Belfast, wow. Do you most planets in the 6th house? No. Happy sky, absolutely not. The 6th house is a great house. The 6th house is about your mental health. So make sure your mental health is together. That's going to be your 6th house. So wherever you're lacking in mental health, how you're speaking to yourself, self-talk, all of that, that's where you need to focus with all those 6th house planets. How you're eating, what kind of workouts you're doing, all of that matters. Thank you, Jade. The chips are called Vandy. I actually have the, this is the chips brand I like. So good. I usually get the regular flavor. And they didn't have it, so they got me this like as a sub, and they are so good. Oh my God, so delicious. I don't eat meat anymore. They are like made in beef tallow, which is supposed to be good for you. So that's the only meat I guess I'm eating, but they're delicious. They're like a gourmet potato chip. You give information that's deep and so accurate. It's helped to understand myself. Thank you. I would love for you to be my mentor. I would love to be your mentor. I love that. How to use planetary lines? Do you mean for the astrocartography? Lovely to meet you too. Atlantis and Libra in the 12th. Ooh. All right, blazing. That's deep. Very spiritual. Love potential in 26. I'll have to see your whole chart. Is it Aisha? Thank you. You said I'm so kind. My mom said that I'm mean. But thank you. Can you speak on Uranus and Neptune in Cap in the 7th? That's an interesting blend. Your intuition, you have to use your intuition when it comes to relationships. I mean, everyone does, but yours is even more heightened. Listen to your intuition and don't settle, because Uranus is there and it won't allow you to like really stay. So it needs to be the energy for relationships needs to be something that is spiritually fulfilling for you and allows for change to happen naturally and be able to flow with it. Thank you. I am Riley. Atlanta's in the 9th. Yeah, that's sharing your knowledge, especially conjunct Venus. You got to share that knowledge. You came with knowledge preloaded already. So with it being in the 9th, you need to study a little bit more on that and dive into it, because that's about deep research. Katrina. An introverted Leo. Yeah. Yes. I'm an ambivert. Atlantis conjunct Pluto. Ooh. Yeah, your family line. You're carrying it. I have mine in the 4th too. So you're generational. You're here to carry a generational. You could be the generational curse breaker, which a lot of star seeds that are here now are the generational curse breaker. So any kind of heavy 4th house placements means that you're here to do that. Break the cycle. What made you stop eating meat? It's disgusting. Like the smell of it, absolutely disgusting. What the animals are put through, the process. And I've heard that they are putting other stuff in the meat and it's not just meat. So ick. I don't want anything else to do with it. I don't want to sit in my body. I feel like that kind of stuff breaks my skin out. So I just started noticing when I ate and drank certain things, what it did to my body. And if my body broke out or something like that, that means I don't need it. So I just cut it. I cut meat and alcohol together and I have not looked back. Yeah, the moon is out of bounds. Is it? Yeah, which is why money is such a heavy topic for everybody. Money is a complex kind of vessel. What indicates my husband? There's a lot of different things. But do you really want a husband, or do you feel like that's something that you were told you needed to have some type of fulfillment? That's something to look at. Thank you so much, Aisha. My son is Leo and I tease him that he's mean. Importance of the different degrees and the signs. That's very specific. I'll look at that, but that's something I would do more so in a personal reading, because there's just too many to cover. How do you determine if you're a star seed? Based upon kind of the things that you've gone through, the types of circumstances that you may find yourself in that kind of push you into a healing kind of cocoon. Starseeds always have to have something that they've carried that they had to work through and heal so that they can now lift other people up through that same process. So anyone who's been through a lot and they are still here to tell their story and show kind of where they came from, that's starseed energy, because you had to go through that trauma to be able to see it and heal it and then move to the next stage, which is to help others. But Pisces placements, I mean, there's a lot. It's not just Pisces, but if you've been through a lot and you feel the call to help, that's the starseed energy. It is a new moon, making some great aspects to Saturn, Neptune, and Uranus. So set those goals, everybody, for this new moon. It's beautiful for whatever you want to bring in this year. So definitely, dream big. Don't be afraid to have big goals, because this moon is really helpful. In the middle of a long Pluto and Aquarius podcast, fascinating, tracing do you have any thoughts on what we will experience? Yeah, the world is not going to ever be the same again. We're about to see some, it's already here, but just very strange. I would never have believed that this is real, but now I do kind of energy with Pluto and Aquarius. It's weird. Aquarius is weird and very strange and confusing, but also a lot of knowledge being downloaded, a lot of kind of death and rebirth processes happening that catapult you into the next level. The use of course, technology, but really Pluto and Aquarius is letting us know that we are technology. It is not just like our phone and our computer. Like, we are electric. Like, if you go to the hospital and they shock you with electricity. So Pluto and Aquarius is showing that just how powerful we truly are, and how our power has been kind of glossed over, because they don't want us to know how powerful we are. So now people are coming online and they're understanding just how powerful they are. And astrology, of course, is the number one for that. Any other books? Yeah, I said The Astrology of the Moon by Anna Herring is another good one. I mean, it's been a while. I haven't looked at those books in so long. But yeah, Anna Herring is really good. I like her. I showed her earlier. I also have this. It's kind of an astrology basics book. This is a good one. It doesn't have any colors. It's very plain. Topography or things on there is not like exciting, but it does give you the basics. What else this is a really good one. This is another really great book. I haven't even finished this. This is really deep. This it looks at like the harder placements, like Saturn, and what Saturn means. It's very deep. So that's a good one. It goes through all the stages of life: teenager, young adult, midlife. Definitely turn this down. Let's see. Are you doing readings? Yes, Khadija. I have my Calendly link. It's in all my videos. It's on my in my bio. I found you a couple weeks ago. I have been binging. Your gift is a blessing. I hope you feel. Thank you, sweetie cry. Let's see. Yep, you have Atlantis in Leo. Yep. Me too. Mars in Scorpio in the second. Making money in it could be something that in a field that people are afraid of, or something that kind of uncovers things. And also your sense of self-worth is around how deep you can go within yourself in order for you to make more money. So the further you go in, the more money you'll make. So don't be afraid of the dark, because that's a part of what you are supposed to tap into. Yeah, the world as we know will be changed forever. Yes, it's already changed. Chiron conjunct midheaven in Cancer. Your pain. Lead with your pain in your career. Be open about it. Don't hide what you've gone through. That's lead with that. Oh, your daughter's name is Haley. That's cute. Yep, I agree. Anna of, oh, Sophia. Yes, I agree with you. Jupiter will be transiting my Leo. Nothing to be scared of, especially with a Jupiter transit. Jupiter is the best planet to not be afraid. Whatever Jupiter does in that house, enjoy it. You are good. Oh, you're one of my top viewers. Love that. Can't wait to sit down with you when you're ready. Any other questions, everyone? This was fun. I didn't know how this was going to go. What are the signs of psychic gifts? Pisces. Oh, thank you so much. Hoper IFQI 220. Thank you. Sag Sun, Leo Moon, Cancer Rising. Woo, you're fun. Atlantis and Aries. Oh yeah, you're bringing something in. You're starting something, initiating. So yes, if I missed anyone's questions, especially well, everyone, if you gifted me, which I appreciate you. Thank you for everyone who gifted. But if I missed your question, definitely feel free to email me, hi@5dclub.co, and I'm happy to answer your questions. If you have any suggestions or anything, like you said, the live class, definitely let me know. I'll dig into that. What type of chart do you prefer? I use both whole signs and Placidus. They're both relevant. Jupiter, Pluto, North Node. That's a great Jupiter, Pluto, and North Node and Scorpio in the fifth. Use your creative energy, but go deep with it. Use depth and transformation in a way that people understand, because it's in the fifth. So kind of make it fun in a way. Do you think I can get healed? Yes, of course. That's why you're here, goddess. Yes. How many minutes? It says 168 minutes. Wow. Okay. Well, I'm glad that we have an angel number 555. So that's a good energy. I've been seeing angel numbers consistently. Oh, thank you. Soulful Alliance. I just want. Thank you. Oh, yes, absolutely a chart reading for newborns. That's the best place to start. Yes, yes, yes. I love reading baby charts. That sets them up so, oh, I mean, that's premium. Thank you, Dawn. I appreciate everyone that's on with me. Thank you so much. And again, you can reach me through email if you have any questions or anything. Thank you. I appreciate you all. I'll hang for another second, see if there's anything else. Yeah, God, it's just, I would need to look at your other placements, but yes, you have the power. The fact that you're even asking that shows that you can do that. Thank you, Philly. Thank you, Jeanne. Janine. I don't like saying this anyone's names wrong. For my daughter in the Air Force. I'm not sure what your question is with that one. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, outside of my format, yeah. This is interesting. Best advice for learning to read. I would just take it planet by planet and house by house and start with your rising sign. Everything is just take it in chunks so you don't overwhelm yourself. Thank you. Top 3 favorite crystals. I would say black tourmaline because it's so powerful. Keep that in your car to eliminate any kind of accidents, break-ins. Hemonite. Love a hemonite. This is I like all the protective stones. And I have a topaz. I like my citrine, anything that's dealing with wealth. So citrine. Yeah, so citrine, but that's more than 3. But I have so many. Green calcite, orange calcite. I have carnelian, jasper, all of them. I love all crystals, all of them. But I like all the dark crystals, all the black crystals, like black onyx, tourmalines, all of those. I have a watermelon tourmaline. I love that. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of them. Any crystal, I mean, I just get crystals based on what I'm going through and kind of the energy I want to bring in. Lapis, like I mentioned earlier, I love. This is great for if you have cramps and stuff. Put it on your body and it gets rid of them without taking. Any words for Leo in the 12th? Make your process a production. When you are by yourself, when you are connecting with your spirit guides, make it fun. Leo wants colors, it wants a production, it wants to feel like we're doing something, it's in an event. So really take your private time seriously, and well, not seriously, but have fun with it. But be very intentional with what you're doing. Which crystals for cramp? The lapis lazuli. You can place this right there on the top and it's gone. I don't even have to take like Midol or anything like that. It's very helpful. Are you a Leo? Yes. I'm a 28-degree Leo sun. Citrine, yes. Citrine is, I think that's one of our stones too. All of the yellow bright crystals are Leo. Thank you. She is struggling with what to do with career. She is stationed in Alaska. Oh, yeah. I would have to see the whole chart. I don't want to just say anything about that, Renee. Moon in the 4th. What is her moon? Because her being somewhere else is taking her out of her comfort zone. So that's important. Aquarius sun. Yeah, the Air Force is very restrictive and Aquarius does not like to be restricted. So yeah, I can already see that could be house rulership videos. Thank you. I gotta come up with my next topic, you guys. So I think it's gonna be on the South Node. So I'm gonna start working on that this week. Sag, Atlantis in the 10th. Ooh, powerful. Whatever you're learning about, you're here to tell everybody about it. So don't hide it. Thank you, Elle. Thank you, everyone. So please do. Okay, yeah, the South Node. Yeah, I'll do that. South Node is the next video, so you guys know. Thank you. All right, everyone, we have 111 people here, so I think that's a great omen for like, this is it. So I love that. Moon phases will be cool. Okay. Yeah, that is good. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, so I'll look at going live, once a month. So we'll, let me know what you guys want. I am all ears. So thank you. Oh my gosh. I was so nervous to do this. I didn't know what was going to happen. Thank you so much, everyone. And yes, you can always reach me through email. And thank you for everyone that sent me gifts. Thank you so much for the love and all the positive affirmation. Like, my Pisces moon absorbs all of that. So thank you. Thank you so much. And remember to use this new moon. We're currently in the energy now. So use this, set some big goals for yourself, visualize it, feel it, because this is a great manifesting period for everybody right now. So definitely do that. Okay. Bye, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.